Alright, guys. It is Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. Tomorrow it is 4th of July. Happy 4th of July weekend to everybody who watches my videos. May God bless you and watch over you always. Alright, let's start. We have verse of the day. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ God forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. Important to share that. Alright, so we got, let's see, a couple of 4th of July stuff, but I wanted to share 4th of July true freedom. There is another real freedom we can have. We can display it every day of the year, and that is our freedom in Christ, to live a life to glorify Him, and that His banner of love, truth, and peace can be seen by all. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Galatians 5:1. So that's a couple of 4th of July verses for you guys. Alright, let's take a look here. Get ready for the fireworks. How to keep your pets safe and happy this 4th of July. Pretty much know your pets and make plans based on their needs. Make sure your pets can be easily identified. It is not uncommon for pets to have an impulse to run when they're startled, including fireworks. So lost pet reports spike around 4th of July and the 5th, and many wind up in shelters. So make sure you have your pets with identification collars. Make sure you're able to identify them just in case they run off because of the fireworks. It says don't bring pets to firework displays. It's not wise. Also, number 4, create a quiet, calm environment at home for your pets. And 5, if you're staying at home with your pets, keep calm. It says it's easy to feel the urge to frantically pet or speak to your pet to calm them down when they're anxious, but one of the best ways to relax them when they are nervous is to remain relaxed yourself. So stay calm yourself, and your pets will pick up on that and be calm as well. So happy 4th of July to your pets as well. Alright, next we got police arrest 11 after standoff with heavily armed men who do not recognize our laws in Wakefield. Apparently, 11 self-identified militiamen on their way to training in Maine are behind bars after what police described as a heavily armed group that does not recognize our laws entered into and at times live-streamed and narrated an 8-hour highway standoff with cops in Wakefield on Saturday. No one was injured on either side of the standoff on Interstate 95, which ended peacefully with the arrest of the members of the Rhode Island group Rise of the Moors. State Capitol Colonel Christopher Mason told reporters that the whole sequence of events started with one of his troopers saw some vehicles in the breakdown lane on Interstate 95 in Wakefield around 1:30 a.m. Saturday and pulled over to see what was going on. The troopers saw that a group of people dressed in the nines in military style, tactical gear, and armed to the teeth with long guns and handguns was refueling their 2 vehicles with gas canisters, he said. The troopers asked the men for their driver's licenses and licenses to carry firearms, which the men either didn't have or didn't provide, Mason said. Police arrested 2 of the men without incident early in the morning, Mason said. The following 7 arrests came at 10:30 a.m. when the cops sweeping the area found one and cuffed 2 more in the group's vehicle. Police shortly after 11 a.m. said that all the suspects had been taken into custody, ending the incident. Mason said in the press conference around noon that the police used a combination of negotiation and tactical maneuvers to round up the militiamen. Mason said that time was the most important factor, but the police also slowly tightened their perimeter throughout negotiations. He said cops who described this as the dangerous incident contained the men to the woods off of I-95. He didn't elaborate on what the group wanted, saying that he didn't want to propagate their ideology, although he said they wanted to leave the area without accountability and that they wanted attention. States said that the heavily armed men were claiming to be of a group that does not recognize our laws. Mason said the men said they were on their way from Rhode Island to Maine for a quote-unquote training and the 4th of July weekend. There was little further information available about what that meant, and the Maine State Police wouldn't say more than acknowledging that they were aware of the Wakefield situation. Mason said police seized a number of firearms, including long guns and handguns, but wouldn't elaborate further. 2 of the 11 men arrested later requested medical attention for pre-existing conditions. Mason said the Stadies were aware that the group was periodically posting on social media, live streaming, and narrating from the middle of the highway at times under the name Rise of the Moors. The latest video, which has been since removed, shows a man decked out in military gear insisting that we're not anti-government, we're not anti-police, we're not sovereign citizens, we're not black identity extremists. Locating himself in the colony of Massachusetts, he insisted that the militia is exempt from certain restrictions. The Anti-Defamation League lists the growing Moorish movement as a black offshoot of the sovereign citizens' cause. The group didn't respond to a request for comment. Police did say the men didn't make any threats to others, but added these men should be considered armed and dangerous. Cops asked residents near the scene in Wakefield readying to lock their doors and remain in their homes for several hours. Middlesex District Attorney Marion Ryan said the men are still being identified as of Saturday, but will likely appear in Woodburn District Court on Tuesday morning in a variety of firearms and other charges, State Police said the feds are involved in the investigation. Mason noted that the troopers received training in dealing with sovereign citizen cases where people believe they aren't subject to laws. Although state police didn't go into detail about the negotiation tactics beyond listening to the group's ideas and taking their time, former Boston Police Commissioner Ed Davison told the Herald he imagined the members surrendered because police reasoned with them that they were able to argue their case in court, even if they disagreed with the police officers' assessment of the situation. He said it's normal for police negotiators to build up a relationship with these men. While Ryan declined to go into detail about the nature of the charges facing the men, Davis speculated that they could end up with charges relating to failing to show firearm licenses, disorderly conduct if they use fighting words, or disturbing the peace if the officers had to enter citizens' businesses, yards, or homes to secure the area. At the end of the noontime press conference, Mason wished everybody a happy, safe, and hopefully uneventful 4th of July. So that's a heads up for people in Maine and Massachusetts. It's just a group of militia just wandering about. It's quite an interesting case. I've seen plenty of people talk about it, but it's something that's quite odd. Alright, next. We have a tsunami of mud crashes into rows of houses in Atami near Tokyo, Japan. 20 people are missing. Please pray for the people who are missing and their families. It says a powerful mudslide carrying a deluge of black water and debris crashed into rows of houses in Atami, a coastal town near Tokyo, following heavy rains on Saturday, leaving at least 20 people missing. Dozens of homes may have been buried in Atami, a town known for hot springs, said Shikusa Prefecture spokesman Tamekachi Sugiyama. So please pray for the people in Japan going through these mudslides. Alright, finally, Elsa downgraded to tropical storm, Florida in path early next week. So Elsa is the first hurricane and the 2021 Atlantic storm season was downgraded to a tropical storm Saturday and was on track to impact Florida by early next week. We do feel pretty concerned that we're going to be experiencing at least a tropical storm that's going to impact a lot of communities in Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis said at a press conference in Surfside early Saturday. He added, "You're looking at a track that is going to go probably pass over the western portion of Cuba and end up in the Florida Straits and then start impacting Florida with the eye of the storm looking to be right now on the west side of Florida." DeSantis declared an emergency for South Florida on Saturday and urged citizens to pay attention to weather advisories the next few days. The state's Emergency Operations Center activated to track Elsa's progress throughout the Caribbean. Alright, so we have a very active Gulf Atlantic situation with the possibility of the storm either approaching Florida, going across Cuba. We don't know if it's going to veer into the Gulf or if it's going to veer into the Atlantic, but a heads up for the people of Florida and Cuba and Dominican Republic, also the people in the Gulf. Please be prepared. We are in hurricane season. But other than that, happy 4th of July weekend to everybody, and God bless you guys. Enjoy some barbecue and enjoy your families. Please pray for everybody this 4th of July that we have a safe one. Alright guys, see you next time. God bless you guys.